As restrictions around COVID begin to loosen, Los Altos athletes are finally returning to practice, but with a few key differences. Recreational sports were first given the green light on July 2nd, when Santa Clara released regulations allowing outdoor athletic activities as long as members remained 6 feet apart. Although these regulations have allowed numerous school teams to return, athletes have different perspectives on their effectiveness and safety.
I feel the restrictions right now are actually pretty fine. We have a maximum of maybe like 12 players per pod, and we're using a pod system. So like we'll have skill players like me on one half of the field, and then another 12 of like, let's say, linemen and linebackers on the other half, and we won't be able to cross the 45-yard line and be with each other.
Although coaches and athletes are excited to get back to the field, others are more conflicted.
I believe that the safety measures implemented that they wrote out in the emails that were sent were not enough to keep players from contracting COVID-19. And I believe that in order to have a safer practice, we should wait until COVID dies down a lot more.
As the football team returns to practice, avoiding contact has resulted in many challenges and adaptations.
My belief as a coach is that you have to teach kids to do the movements they're expected to do on the field. And so everything but the contact is happening. So, a back pedal and a drive and a plant and a change of direction or running a route tree can still happen in social distance.
Me as a DB, I like to do one-on-ones with like a receiver and then a quarterback going to the receiver, and we can't really do that yet because as a defensive back, I have to be hands-on with the receiver, but can't be touching each other.
But despite these challenges, some are excited to return to campus and have the opportunity to bond with their teammates.
I describe the team atmosphere right now. That coaches and players are actually really excited to be back. We all enjoy being on the field, practicing and getting better. And despite our limitations right now, our coaches are really like excited for the season in December and are still pushing us despite what's happening.
We talked early on, they were like one of the first, if not the first, students allowed on campus. So there's a certain level of excitement with that because they know, being a teacher myself, kids are missing being together at school, I think. And so, yeah, when we first got started, I think there was a level of excitement that we were allowed and a level of hope that if we're doing this, then potentially the season could happen.
However, while some teams are beginning to return, others have decided to be more cautious.
As far as I know, there is only one person on the team who is planning to go to conditioning.
And in the end, even though sports might not be the exact same as before, many Los Altos players and coaches are still glad they have the opportunity to return.
I think the coolest part of this experience is that we're in it together, as a team. And so there's already a connection as a team, this cohort, this group, this team, even though they're divided into smaller groups. It didn't break apart the team. It provided that value. The team provided the value of like how to persevere and how to get through it. I think that's been kind of neat.
Reporting for New Media Lit, this is Everett Lee and Jonathan Sealman, Tene.